Reason number one, because you're watching this video. Put down the video, turn the video off. All right, this is partly a joke, but partly true, actually, okay? You'll never learn Japanese because you're watching someone speak in English. And it's my job to say to watch my videos. I want you to watch my videos. But at the same time, it's partly a reason. Hey guys, I'm Mike Learns Japanese and I'm learning Japanese. I make videos to talk about learning Japanese. And actually, I'm making this video for me as well. Today, we're gonna be talking about like 5 reasons, probably more, why you're never gonna be fluent in Japanese. And I'm talking about myself too. Because all the things I'm gonna be talking about in this video are things that I am guilty of from time to time. I have been guilty of, I'm getting better at, but by no means am I perfect, or am I trying to sit here and say that I'm perfect. It's not like I'm fluent in Japanese yet, but I am practicing every single day. I actually wrote some things down this time, so this video might not be an hour long. And by the way, this video could literally be applied to anything in life, right? This is gonna be life lessons, right? Reason number one why you will never be fluent in Japanese, and same here. Number one, I don't have the time. Look at you. Look at you. You look stupid when you say it.
Why are you being mean to me?
It's because it's for your own good, all right? It's for your own good. Listen up here, okay? I don't have the time, all right? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? I seriously want you guys to do this right now, all right? Open up your phone. Open it up. I don't care if you have an iPhone. I have an Android phone, all right? I'm gonna expose myself too. Go to your settings, and I want you to search screen time. How much screen time do you have? Because, let's see. How do you check it? I know there's a way to do it. Ah, I found it. I found it. Digital well-being. Okay, here we go. Now, unless you have Anki installed on your phone or some sort of learning app, I don't care what it is, then I don't want to hear no excuses, okay? I don't want to hear nothing. All right, here's my screen time for today. I have an hour and 8 minutes. Now, I've used Google Chrome for 15 minutes. I wasn't studying. I used Instagram for 15 minutes. That's actually really good, actually. I've been really bad with Instagram. This used to say 4 hours of screen time, okay? Some days it is like 2 hours, and I'm like, you could have used that to be learning Japanese. You could have, anything productive. 12 minutes on Reddit. I have 26 unlocks. This is really interesting. But I am willing to bet that so many of you guys out there have at least 2 to 4 hours of screen time. I swear I know you do, because I have been that person. There was a video I watched on YouTube not that long ago, and it was called, "It Really Is That Damn Phone." It really is that damn phone. Or you're making me mad now. You're making me very angry now. All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna chill out here. I can't tell you how many times I've been so pissed at myself for like realizing how long I've been on my phone. Social media its job is to suck you in, okay? And all of that time you're spending on your phone, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, it's not learning Japanese. Unless you're using that time to watch videos in Japanese or anime without English subtitles, then I'll give you a pass for that. Or if you're using Anki or any other Japanese learning app, I will give you a pass for that, if that's what it is. But I'm willing to bet, in fact, I know statistically that it is not the case, okay? So if you have 4 hours of screen time of just wasting time on your phone, I do not want to hear that you don't have the time, right? I used to say that about myself all the time. I just don't have the time. Oh, I run YouTube channels. You know, I even still kind of say it. I'm married. I have dogs that want to play with me. I don't have kids yet, but I swear, even parents will have a lot of screen time on their freaking phone. Social media is just sucks the life out of everything. It's ironic because social media is my job. So like me saying this is not beneficial to me at all. Oh, and I know what you're probably saying, huh? Oh, well, I don't have any screen time on my phone. But you spend 8 hours playing video games every day on Steam, Xbox, I don't care what it is. That counts. And I know you're not playing games in Japanese. And if you are, then you're one of the good ones. Congratulations. I'm actually really proud of you. Just keep doing that. And look, if you don't believe me, I was one of those people. This is my most played game on Steam. That was 1,666. Dang, that's evil. That's evil. That's an evil amount of time. 1,666 hours I could have spent learning Japanese. Let me put that into perspective, right? And by the way, I absolutely love playing video games. And that's the problem. It's so freaking fun. I can only imagine how much further I would be if I actually freaking spent that much time like actually studying in other methods, or at least using that time to watch anime. I mean, imagine watching 1,666 hours of anime. Now, granted, this is over the years. Yes, it's not like I did it in 1 year or anything like that, but that is way too much time. I'm not against playing video games in Japanese, which I actually do play Hunt Showdown in Japanese, but the amount of Japanese you're seeing in the game is just not worth it. You'd be better off playing like a visual novel or something that at least is going to give you tons of Japanese and just being able to interact with it. A shooting game is literally just shooting people. It doesn't matter what language it's in, as long as you know how to shoot people. Or the one exception I would say is if you're playing with Japanese people, hey, there you go. That would be perfect studying. So it's not like I'm saying that you just can't play video games at all. What I'm saying is you're most likely not playing video games in Japanese, right? Yeah, and I'm willing to bet a lot of you can relate to this, okay? Including me. This is me kicking myself in the ass, okay? But my screen time actually normally would have at least another hour or two on it, because I have this bad habit of scrolling Reddit or freaking, just news stories and stuff on my phone. Bad, right? Unless you're actually studying Japanese with it, it's bad. Honestly, I think that's all I need to say on that. Like, honestly, most people, like 99% of people are just always on their phone. That's just the truth. So get off the phone. Do you want to learn Japanese or not? The second excuse that a lot of people use is, well, I don't have money. I just don't have the money to learn Japanese, to buy all those textbooks, those Genki textbooks, they cost so much money, or that app is too expensive, or that subscription to WaniKani is too expensive. The longer you do it, the more you're gonna have to pay, so. Or even Link, the app that I talked about, the app that I use, it costs money, yeah. But guess what? You know what's good about that? You don't need it! It's funny because I had someone in my comments when I made that video about Link, because I have an affiliate link with Link. I have an affiliate link with Link. That sounds weird. Yeah, someone was saying that like, oh, I'm just shilling for affiliate links. It's like, yeah, I spent over like, I don't know, 1,500 hours or so on Link because I don't use it. Because it was just this ploy to get affiliate link. I'm rolling in the cash. I personally had the money to like buy subscriptions to things, but the Japanese learning community has so many stories of people just simply using Anki, which if you have an Android phone, I believe is free. I think it's different for iPhones, but there are free like alternatives, I think, that work exactly the same way as Anki. You can't use that excuse that you don't have any money, because you can learn any language completely free. There's ways people get content. I ain't gonna talk about those ways because honestly I don't know about them. I buy all of my stuff. Maybe I'm the idiot for doing that, but there are tons of ways to do it, okay? But the thing is, people do create tools, right? Like I like Link. It's something that I prefer, so I didn't mind buying a lifetime subscription. I was subscribed for like a few years, and then I decided to do the lifetime subscription because, man, too many subscriptions, all right? That's another thing that makes me so mad. There's too many subscriptions. Netflix, YouTube, they're always raising their freaking prices every month, it feels like. It's enough. It's enough. If you have the money and you really like something, just get the lifetime version. That's what I do. I just can't stand it. Like, I'm buying DVDs and Blu-rays now because I don't want to pay for Netflix. I don't want to pay for any of that crap anymore. But if someone creates something worthwhile and you want to reward that by giving them money, that's great, right? That keeps the world turning around. The cool thing about learning Japanese, like in this time of age, is that there's so many tools like Yomitan, so many like OCR tools. Like if you want to read manga, you can look up things with OCR. Like Google Lens is free to use. There's even AI translation. So like if you wanted to get subtitles for something, that's completely free. It's crazy what we have at our fingertips, but it's just whether or not we utilize those kinds of things. I'm gonna give you the most simplest way to study Japanese. Use Anki, free. For the most part, make your own decks with Yomitan and just watch as much anime and YouTube videos, right? YouTube is free. YouTube is an amazing tool to learn Japanese. Just watch Japanese YouTubers, because then you can get your entertainment and also learn Japanese at the same time, and you can mine words and create flashcards out of all the words that you need to learn. So yeah, buddy, you can't use that excuse anymore, all right? Next, you keep jumping from resources to resources. Oh my God, slap the cuffs on me right now. Take me to jail. Throw away the key. I am so guilty of doing this. I talked about this in my 5-year journey. This is the reason why I am not fluent. Well, it's one of the big reasons. I kept jumping from one thing to the next. Like, I can actually talk about a few things that I forgot to talk about, and I think this is probably a good time to talk about it. So if you haven't watched my 5-year video explaining from when I started till now, I talked about how I use Genki, right? I use Genki, the textbooks. I actually have it over there. And then I downloaded Anki and I started using Anki, which was great. But then I started using WaniKani and I stopped using my Anki. And I had to pay, I paid for that for a while, and then I stopped WaniKani. I totally forgot about these websites that I'm gonna tell you about that I use. And they're good websites for the most part, but I just never stuck with anything. So at one point, I used this app called Closemaster, and a lot of people actually like this app as well. This is just so random that I started using this. I just kept thinking you know what? I feel like what I've been doing, it just hasn't been effective, right? That was my excuse. It's just not effective, right? Like maybe there's a better way. Oh, let's try Close Master. Close Master is good. I like Close Master. It's like this like little game. There's a bunch of decks you can download and Anki. It's like Anki in a way, but there's no pictures or anything like that. So let's just go to play to show you what it is. I haven't used this in so long. Basically, you're like taking quizzes the entire time. Honestly, this app probably would benefit me now with all the information I do know, but let's see. Let's see if I can get this right. Okay, so these are the most common words. Basically, the whole idea is that there's Japanese sentences, right? And you're picking the word that best fits. And you're not supposed to, I don't think you're supposed to spend a lot of time on it. Okay, so blank made wa watashi no desu. Okay. Academic cranking? What? Cranking? I literally don't know what they're trying to say there. I don't even think I know the answer to this. This just looks weird to me. Okay, let's just put Coco.
ここまでは私のです。
I totally, up to here is mine. That was just a weird sentence. But this is the whole idea. So, Tomu wa omoi to domonaseru. Dude, these are some weird words.
排水。
排水された? Okay, let's prom.
トムは
It's
今
Ima.
一人ではない。
Yeah, some of these words I'm like, what the hell? But the idea with this app is that you just do enough of these and you can, there's like decks with like the most common words. It's supposed to help you learn. I didn't spend enough time with this app because you know what? I dropped it. I dropped it just like I dropped all the other things. It wasn't until I finally got to Link that I finally just started like, I went all in. Like, I'm like, okay, let's just try this. Let's just read a bunch. What I mainly have done is read a ton of visual novels. And like, I didn't even have a plan. That's the thing. There was no plan really other than just read and read and read. Even if I don't understand it, just keep reading some more and keep reading some more. And before I knew it, I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, I see this word. Oh, I know this word. Before I knew it, I'm like, wait a minute. I can read these things now. Here's another app that I actually use after Close Master. So before Link, actually, so after this app that I'm going to show you, so I went back to flashcards to freaking what's it called? JPDB, the website I also talked about in the other one. Yeah. This website right here. Again, this is a great website, but what I'm trying to drill into you guys is that like, it doesn't matter what you use. What matters, are you spending time with it? It doesn't matter. There's ways, and you can argue, we can argue all day long which way is more effective against the other one. But it doesn't matter because even if you're doing something that's less efficient, it doesn't matter. Do you enjoy it? Is it something that you like? That's the thing. And quit looking for the next thing like, oh, that thing's gonna get me fluent. You can try some stuff out, but at some point, I think it's just you get bored. I think that's all it is. I would just get bored. But I truly like Link and I like reading. So that's what I actually do. Lately, I've been actually using this app called Boom Pro as well for some grammar. I've had this for a while. And I did a little bit like in the past, but it's something that I've been kind of grinding a little more lately because even though I did learn a lot of grammar through context and stuff like that, and it's totally possible to do that. I don't know, I've been enjoying this and I feel like it has been helping me. So this is something that I'm using on the side of Link, but I'm still using Link every single day. This just teaches you grammar. That's really all it is. And it's flashcards, but yeah, I've been using that. Honestly, like I'm gonna call myself out. I feel like I've been lagging a little bit like with Link and stuff like that. I was doing a lot more at one point. I was going really, really hard, but like some of the time has been taken away by doing some like grammar. And I've also been doing a lot of listening recently, but I've also been doing that on Link. So I definitely can get these numbers up for sure. Oh, I had 5 hours of study time in that day. But see, like hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, 2 hours and 40. I could get 3 or 4. Honestly, that's what I should be doing. And the reason why I've been able to do that is because, like I said before, I stopped playing video games like so much. Like maybe like once a week, I'll get on with my friends and play a little bit of like Marvel Rivals or something like that. But that's literally once every 2 weeks, and I'm not even exaggerating. It doesn't help that my job also is me playing video games, but that's technically work, which is why I wanted to make this channel, because it gives me an excuse to talk about Japanese and stuff like that. I plan on doing more educational type videos like later on, maybe playing a game in Japanese, like making sort of like a let's play and then kind of just learning with you guys. I think that would be cool. Some people do that, and that's something that I want to try doing on this channel as well. Because I'm not here to show you I know everything. I'm here to tell you that I'm learning just like you, right? Unless you're fluent, then congratulations. Please teach me. Nah, I'll get there. Oh yeah, so I mentioned there was one more app that I used that I didn't mention. Sorry, I get sidetracked. This is just a little bonus that in case you guys are wondering like all the things that I used Close Master for a little bit. Then I jumped to the JP whatever. At some point before Link and before doing something else, I was using this app called Native Shark. And the whole thing about, look at how many, look at these reviews. Let me get right back to that. I got just 3,000 reviews. That ain't that bad. It could be worse. Well, I guess they have a setting to recover from the avalanche. See, I told you guys those reviews are gonna get crazy. Honestly, the reason why there's so many reviews is because I haven't used this app in years. But I just think that is so freaking funny. Recover from the avalanche. So that's cool. I mean, that's cool that they give you like a thing. Honestly, I actually enjoyed this app when I was using it. But my only issue is that when I started using it, the app was so new that literally I reached a ceiling for the content. Like, I think there was only one like unit. They have these, they're like called phases, right? And there's supposed to be, I believe, 4 phases, or maybe there's only 3. I don't know. Basically, the idea for this website is that you can learn Japanese to fluency. I think that's what they said. I could be wrong. And if I am, I'm sorry. By just logging in every day and doing the lesson that they give you and like doing your reviews. It was a cool app, but again, I fell for the advertisements and I'm like, okay, let's stop everything I'm doing. This is gonna get me fluent. Oh boy, this is gonna get me fluent. It was taking a while for them to release new content, but this was years ago when the app was new. And again, you had to pay for it. So I felt like at the time, I was like, I'm kind of getting scammed over here. I'm paying the subscription and they're not releasing content faster. But yeah, it's been a long time since then. So I'm sure, like, I could see clearly that they've released more content, but it was kind of rough for the early supporters. So I actually had a streak. So yeah, right here, this is interesting because I haven't looked at this in a long time, but I had a streak of 337 days. And apparently I've spent 5 days in total doing, apparently an average of 24 minutes and 16 seconds per day. But yeah, I'm not here to like crap on this app or anything like that. It's pretty cool from what I remember. I can't speak on how good it is now or anything like that, but it was cool. That's just proof, right, that I have jumped from resource to resource so many times thinking the next thing is going to get me fluent. And yeah, you just got to stop doing that. The bottom line is you need to find something that you enjoy, and it can be the most simplest thing. Like, I think people overcomplicate learning any language. So many people say on my videos like that they learned English by simply, purely watching YouTube videos like that, and maybe they did some stuff in school. I'm sure that's an exaggeration to a point. They enjoyed watching YouTube videos in another language, and it got them fluent. You couldn't even tell, right, that they were native to a different language or something like that. And it's just so crazy. It's all about enjoyment at the end of the day. So find something. You know, you can do some hopping around. Just quickly try to find something that you enjoy and stick with it, right? It's the same thing as like not keeping up with the Joneses, but like the shiny new toy syndrome or the shiny new thing syndrome. There's always that next better thing out there that's gonna help you. Just stop doing it. I'm very content with what I'm doing to learn Japanese right now. And like, yeah, I'm tweaking it every now and then, but that's what I use. It's just a tool to import text in. That's all that really is. So you don't even need it. Again, free. Just use Yomitan, an online dictionary, and just read stuff. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need no money. No subscription, no nothing. I mean, you got to pay for the internet. But yeah. Number 4, you keep watching videos about how to learn Japanese. Oh my God, it's Spider-Man. Stop, turn the video off. Okay, but if you're still here, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys so much. We actually just hit 5,000 subscribers, and it's only been a month, so that's pretty freaking cool. I think we hit we're getting close to 200,000 views. Thank you guys so much. I just quickly want to say thank you so freaking much. I'm so passionate about this. I'm actually I'm working on a video right now that I'm not gonna tell you guys about, right? I'm working on something cool. It might have something to do with speaking. I'm excited for the content that we're gonna do on this channel, and also to look back on the progress that I'm gonna make. And also, I just want to do I want to do reactions and stuff and just talk about it, dude. Like, I just want to make friends. So thank you so much. I've already seen some of you guys in the comments. It's been really fun. Anyway, this goes kind of with resource hopping. It's almost the exact same thing. In fact, it's actually what made me resource hop so much is by finding a YouTube video. Oh, this person got fluent doing this method. Well, I should be doing that method. And then someone else will come out. Wait a minute. Stop. That method was actually wrong, okay? And somehow you learned French instead of Japanese. Wait, I didn't know I was learning French. Maybe not that, but I'm just saying that there's always gonna be that new thing of that person. It's like, you were doing it wrong the entire time. Are you an idiot? You should be doing it this way, right? You should be doing a handstand every day when you're learning Japanese, because the blood rushing to your head, pooling in your brain, will get you super fluent really fast. Trust me, bro, I tried it, all right? Yeah, and I might be a hypocrite here on some of the things, but I appreciate you watching my videos, but at the same time, I'm not trying to tell you guys that, I'm not trying to tell you that this is the one way you have to learn. I'm telling you to find one way, and it could be the same way that I do it, but freaking stick with it, okay? Stick with it. And number 5, You're not consistent. Now, this is something that I can say I have never struggled with. Not once have I struggled with being consistent with learning Japanese. Like you saw that my streak, even on the other app, even though I hop from one app to another, and it's not like I didn't learn anything from doing all those resource hopping. It would have been better if I just would have stuck with one thing and actually did it to completion. I probably would have learned a lot more. Whether it was just me thinking the next thing is gonna help me or I would just get bored, I just switched it. And I want to also say this too as well. When it comes to language learning, it's super important that you do have fun. So if you are finding that something that you're doing is just genuinely boring to you, like textbooks, right? I know textbooks always get like a bad rap, and I even say that I don't recommend that you do it. But if this is what you prefer, then do it. You're still learning Japanese, right? Of course you could do it in a more efficient way by using Anki and stuff like that, but just if you enjoy this, if you just enjoy the feel of a book and you like the structure of it, you don't want to think about it, then just do it. At the end of the day, you have to enjoy what you're doing. It doesn't matter what it is. Just do it. Try to do it in Japanese and enjoy it. You have to decide, do I really even want to learn Japanese? And it's important to ask yourself that question, because if you're not consistent, if you're like doing 15 minutes one day and you're skipping 2 days, and say you start Monday, you take Tuesday and Wednesday off, and you study for another 15 minutes on Thursday, like just give it up. I'm telling you, just give it up. It's just never gonna work. Japanese is way too hard of a language to learn for you to do that. It's just way better to do 5 minutes a day, every single day, than it is to do freaking, more time on one day than skip 2 days. Because yeah, it's just never gonna work. But with that being said, 5 minutes isn't gonna do anything either. See, like the thing is, the reason why I like reading like I do using Link, the more that you read, the more you're gonna run into the same words over and over again. So you're still getting reviews. The act of studying Japanese in itself is review if you do it enough. Get off that dang phone, get off the TikTok, quit scrolling, and if you want to learn Japanese, you decide right now, okay? Leave a comment. I want to learn Japanese. And it doesn't even have to, like for me, I don't even have a good reason to do it. But if I didn't start learning Japanese, I wouldn't have made this channel. I have big plans for this channel. This is going to be exciting, and this makes me want to get up in the morning to like do stuff like this. So this is super exciting for me. And the reality, all I want to do is just read manga and watch anime without subtitles and play games. Like I just want to read. And I found just that simple process. Like I'm not trying to make $1 million out of learning Japanese or anything. It's definitely not going to give me a lot of money, right? But I enjoy it. And this makes me want to go learn Spanish, and I will learn Spanish after this. And yeah, it's just really fun, and there's such a cool community, like being able to talk to other people. I've already met like a lot of people just by the act of starting to learn Japanese. So for me, it's been so rewarding and so fun. It just feels like you're doing something productive, if that makes any sense, even if like technically it's not productive to do it. I don't have an incentive really to learn Japanese. Like I probably could spend my time doing something completely different that would actually make me money and better my life, but this to me is worth it. And I've decided that. You have to decide that for yourself. Do you want to scroll on your phone all day and learn nothing and just rot your brain, or do you want to learn something that could potentially be something really cool for you? And again, I'm talking to myself because I often like find myself stuck to my phone. It's bad. And what makes it hard for me as well is the fact, oh God, this video is getting long, is the fact that my job is social media. I almost wish it wasn't, so I could have more time to study. I'm thankful, but at the same time, it's kind of a curse as well. So if you're watching this video and you quit Japanese and you want to, obviously you're watching it and you've stayed this long for a reason, start back up again, okay? Don't beat yourself up. Even if you did quit, get right back on it, but just do a little bit every day, but try to increase that over time, right? It's smart to start, slowly when it comes to things, right? You should ramp it up eventually, because Japanese is a very hard language to learn. And I found that out the hard way. That's why in 5 years, I didn't freaking get anywhere, hardly. Well, I didn't get to where I wanted to be, I should say. I obviously have made a lot of progress. And it's so crazy because like every day I feel like I'm starting to feel more progress. It's crazy. Just start back up again, ramp it up, do some more time. Like I'm starting to realize that like, yeah, if I want to learn this in a decent amount of time, I got to put the video games down, even though I love video games. And the goal is to, once I get fluent in Japanese, of course I'll be playing video games all the time, but they'll just be in Japanese. The goal is to be able to get to a point to where you can do all the things that you like and never have to worry about studying. And in reality, you can do that to learn Japanese as well. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. You literally could do that. Studying has such a negative connotation. It doesn't even necessarily have to feel like studying to actually effectively study. which is another huge important tip that a lot of people don't understand. Studying to one person could be like a curse word and like they hate it. Oh, that's so boring. And another person's like, well, I love studying. But you don't even have to think of it as studying. Just immerse yourself in Japanese. Do things that you like in Japanese. And it's like so simple. But this community, and even some people on the comments of my videos, like they love to debate about things. But at the end of the day, stop doing stuff that doesn't matter. If you want to learn Japanese, then do more things. Think, what would a person that wants to learn Japanese do? To learn Japanese, and do those things and just be consistent about it, right? I learned this when I lost like 90 pounds. Like when I was like, I don't know, 18 or 19, I lost like a bunch of weight. I learned that if I ran every day and I maybe stopped drinking 50 million Pepsis every day, that was such a valuable thing for me to learn the power of consistency. And YouTube as well. Like I wouldn't have any of this stuff that I have now, like the YouTube channel, if I wasn't consistently posting every day. And it's no different with language learning. You have to be consistent, or else it's just gonna make you like more depressed about it, because you're gonna feel like, oh, well, I've been doing stuff, but you haven't really. You just think you've been doing stuff. I think you get the point. Stay consistent, and if you've given up, I'm here to tell you, right? You can do it. You can do it. Ganbarimashou! But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you for watching my rambling. I can't wait to do more videos just dedicated to like language learning stuff. And I promise, eventually videos will be in Japanese. All right, at least more in Japanese. I'm working on it. That's all I'm gonna say. And it would mean a lot if you subscribe. All right, I want to get to 10,000 subscribers, then eventually 1 billion. All right, let's make it happen. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. Hope to see your comments. Bye-bye.